So the quadratic formula is going to look like this. Let's see if I can squeeze it on here. Can you ever forgive me for my handwriting? I understand if you can't. But it looks like this. And if you're not sure what the A's and the B's and the C's stand for, a quadratic is this in standard form. AX squared plus BX plus C. When it's all set equal to 0, the first number, in our case, is 1. The B is always the number that's attached to the plane old x, so in our case it's -3. And the C is always the number hanging out by itself, -1. So let's plug in our A, B, and C where they're supposed to go in the formula. As I plug them in, I want to note I'm putting a +3 here because we have a -3 for B. -3 makes a +3. Another note as I'm jotting this down, this is a plus or minus symbol. It's going to tell us to do this twice. Do it once with plus and do it once with minus, so we'll fix that later. I'm putting in 9 because I did B squared. I did -3 squared. That makes 9. That's what she looks like when you plug everything in. And then we just got to simplify it a little bit more. We've got 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 minus 4 times 1 times 1. So that's going to be just -4 there. It's all over 2 times 1. So to simplify further, you got 3 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. And this is actually probably the cleanest way to leave it. Just stop here. Let this be your answer if you can. And if not, if you need decimal answers, here's what you got to do. You got to do 3 plus the square root of 5 in your calculator. Then divide whatever that is by 2. That's your first answer. Then do 3 minus whatever square root of 5 is in your calculator. Then divide whatever that is by 2. That's your second answer.